Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of Waifu Watch podcast. We are oh, hold on. Sorry. Zoom was doing something weird. It says that the meeting
time. Yeah.
What? It's never done that before.
But it does say there is no limit after a while. So do you think like it'll go away?
Do you think it'll go away?
Will it?
Maybe. If not, we can start over. I don't know. We don't really know. We're this is the first podcast, so we're gonna figure it out.
We're winging it.
I think it'll be fine.
Okay, we'll see after 10 minutes.
Because I've seen it like change before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So.
I've
just never seen that.
So beautiful. Mine's is just like.
That's what I said. Mine is like, look, here's a bookshelf. Look, here's a plant. Like,
hey, it matches our personalities.
So jealous.
But anyway.
So we decided to do a podcast because we can't all be in the studio at the same time, all 5 of us, due to COVID-19. So we thought this would be an excellent way to still create content together and have a new experience. So here we are doing our thing.
Hooray!
We're doing all the good stuff.
Right? Back together again.
Yes. The first episode of the Waifu Watch podcast is going to be dedicated to recapping JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Season 1, Arcs 1 and 2, and focusing on the season finale, which we had to record separately. So once we're all together now, we can discuss more in depth about the season finale.
Yes. They went to space.
They did go to space.
For future podcast episodes, we're thinking of doing things centered around anime and anime culture. So stay tuned for some interesting topics.
Yes. Also, if y'all want to see something specific or have suggestions, are always welcome. I can't promise they'll be executed, but they're always appreciated.
Yes. Also, we have a couple of Q&A episodes coming up. So if you have any questions for us, feel free to send us a message.
Yes, send us messages on social media, or we have a couple posts floating around like on Instagram, Twitter, our YouTube community tabs, stuff like that. So you can comment your questions or just on one of our videos and we'll try and answer it. So yeah. Good stuff.
Comment those topics as well.
Yes.
And the YouTube. Feel free to do all of that. Bug us. We love it.
We enjoy all the interaction. It's fun.
Yes.
So first thing we're going to talk about is the finale. So
woohoo!
That was interesting.
Yep.
We ended last time all together with JoJo flying the plane into the volcano,
right?
Yeah. And Stroheim just kind of pops out of nowhere and saves the day. Kind of.
Stroheim with no arms and legs, just torso and head. Stroheim.
Yeah.
Forget all the boulders flying everywhere. Forget the volcanic eruption. He's still like, JoJo, it's okay. No, get out of there. Get the fuck out of East Day.
I'm so used to watching more modernized anime that it really threw me for a loop when they closed out the last episode the way they did with the whole like, this is where everyone is now. This is what it was very strange. I'm not familiar with that. I liked it. I appreciated it because it did like show like tie up all the loose ends, but it's just usually that's just not how it goes.
Yeah, we kind of talked about that in our little recap, was that we're so used to like these big cliffhanger finales of like, which like the after credit scene kind of gave us that, but it kind of felt like an epilogue of like, here's where, so-and-so's dead. Here, rip, best waifu Speedwagon. He lived a long and happy life.
Hey, he got sexy as his wife. Like, ooh, silver rocks. Look at him.
JoJo, wasn't he like mechanic at the end? Like, that's how he came back. He had like a robot hand.
He had a weird
he had the Bucky hand, like in Avengers. Like,
how much of him is robot? I wonder now.
I don't know.
And then it was him, and he was in the airport going to visit his daughter.
He married a Jaqueline.
JoJo had a kid. Hey, whoa.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was in that epilogue type of deal.
Yeah. When he was in the airport.
He was the old man in the airport.
Yeah, because he was being racist towards Japanese people, and I thought that was really confusing.
Yeah, that was weird.
See, I'm glad you used that word, Danny, because I was like, JoJo, are you a racist?
Yeah,
he was being so rude, and I'm like, dude, I'm assuming he's not supposed to be Japanese, but I'm like, you're Japanese in our eyes, so I'm like,
this doesn't know he was
sense.
written with the same pencil. Don't discriminate. They're all written with the same pencil.
I guess he's technically British, English.
He was. They weren't having in London.
I think he's American. He grew up in New York.
That JoJo was American, right? Technically.
Oh wait, which JoJo are we talking about?
Do we have the second
JoJo 2?
Okay, sorry.
JoJo, the second coming.
JoJo 2.
I could have made a joke there, but I'm not going to even do it.
Jackie should have. It would have been funny.
You should have made the joke. I don't know what it was, but you could have put it in there.
I could have. You know, we go there. Shelby. We go there with those jokes. She said the second coming.
What?
Mana got it. See, this is me and Mana. I miss
Jack.
All right. I'm a 12-year-old boy in the head. I'm sorry. I gotta live.
I miss your jokes, Jack.
We all miss each other a lot.
I miss you,
Annie, and
embracing you.
I want to give people. I haven't had a hug for at least I can't tell you how I'm very energy based, and to not be able to touch people is hard. It's so hard, and I can't hug any of you guys, and it sucks.
Yeah, that does kind of suck.
Yeah, it's sad.
I'm a cat, so it's okay.
Whoa, back up. No. I'm a cat.
No.
Oh boy.
Just no.
I have the cat ears and the cat tail and the cat gear. I'm a cat.
I can sleep on the windowsill and not be bothered for
Listen,
hours.
I fell asleep on top of a dryer and went missing for 6 hours when I was 15, and they called the cops because no one could find me. Trust me.
God.
It was a mess.
I'm gonna let you have that because I can't take that.
She's like, I can't compete with that.
Stories. But let's just say the T-Rex suit, before that came out, I was just the T-Rex, and there's a hope. Well, it's okay.
I feel like in the end of the episode where they showed us this new JoJo, season 3 is what everybody really wants us to watch.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna be let down. Not gonna lie.
I don't know.
I don't know.
That JoJo. Yeah, because he was in a jail cell, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I thought he was in the bottom of the ship because they were pulling it up and he had the captain hat.
No, I think that was
Dio. That was the flip to Dio's case, but they showed the new JoJo.
Yeah, that was all in that same sequence.
Because we've been presented with JoJo usually being a character that's I'm gonna save people. Even if it is a more brash JoJo, it's still I'm here to save the world type vibe. So it's the fact that he started in a jail cell. I don't know how I feel about that. And I feel like it's gonna be some kind of anti JoJo or something. And I'm afraid I'm gonna be really let down.
No,
well, that JoJo is the one that I've seen in all of the promo stuff. Any type of oh, you need to watch JoJo, that's the JoJo that I saw. And so I feel like this is a season that's really good, and we really start getting more into the poses and the stands and all that kind of stuff. So I think it'll be really good though.
I don't have any expectations. After they went into space, I kind of just threw everything up in the fucking air and was like, you know what? Anything
can happen. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
No expectations going in for me.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm kind of excited to see what they do with Dio coming back.
Ooh, I'd love me to
see him as a villain again.
Caesar needs to come back. That's still not fair.
I know.
Well, the mask is destroyed, so what's Dio gonna do?
He's already a vampire thing, right? So he's gonna he just can't turn his legions into his like little minions. So
yeah. Well, and there's that like tree of masks, right? We saw that.
Yeah.
Where there's like 100 of them. So he could probably go get another one if he needed to.
Do you know where that tree? Does he even know the tree exists?
It's Dio. I feel like he probably does.
I mean, he got people in high places. I'm pretty sure he can.
Yeah, and who's to say he can't make one himself? I feel like, because I feel like he's stronger now. He's older, and Cars was like a normal human being, right? Before he made his mask.
Yes.
So I feel like there's a possibility he could make his own mask.
True. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Nazi technology.
Take two. I wanted to get chapstick. I'm in my home.
Sitting here all broke out in my face because I ain't had time to put on makeup.
Oh,
because I was sweating and there was no point on putting on makeup and it was so I'm here just as my natural self.
You're beautiful either way.
That sounds like a you problem. I'm just kidding. That was really sassy and unnecessary. I was just kidding.
That's why I love Shelby.
Okay, we are recording.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Okay.
Jack, you were talking about Nazi weaponry.
Yes. Sorry for the technical difficulties, but we're back.
Yes.
I'm the difficulty part of the technical. But I was saying that there's so much German the Nazi technology. So honestly, if Dio wanted to find the tree, there's more resources now, especially in that day and age, because we were like 1950s kind of ish, weren't we? So that was further in the future. I mean, like
we were 19.
It was 1940 at most
30 or 40s.
Yeah, I think pre-World War II, maybe.
Yeah.
But we ended the episode in a little bit further, right?
Yeah,
I'm gonna Google it.
In the epilogue. Yeah.
Hey,
so
Siri.
It would just be more technology now that he's old.
Start a
so
timer.
Honestly, we don't know what the new Dio might have up his sleeve.
I keep seeing, because I was looking for JoJo t-shirts and I kept seeing this one shirt where it was just a screen cap from the show and it said, "It's me, Dio." And I think it's from this season. And so, but I'm like, I want to see it first before I buy it. Yeah. And so I'm like, I feel like it's from like this one, but I could be wrong. But I just wanted to buy the shirt, but I wanted to wait until I saw it.
I don't want to get into the dark world of TikTok, but also there's a lot of good JoJo TikToks and I kind of want to make one.
I still don't have a TikTok.
I don't either. And I refuse. I'm gonna be an old person.
I downloaded it as a joke. I was like, "Oh, this would be so. Let me just like, what the fuck's on this dumb shit? Everyone's on it." Like, it was a joke at first, and now I really, really like it.
See, I downloaded it in like the first 2 weeks of quarantine, and then I tried to make TikTok, and then it didn't end up well because I was doing all this fancy editing, and the video just ended up being blurry, and I was like, "I'm not uploading this shit."
It's a pain in the ass. I don't upload. I just watch.
Yeah.
I like to watch.
It was way too much work.
See. Okay, yeah. So it looks like the season ended in 1939.
Okay.
Well, damn.
Okay,
and
but
so
then
I think
the epilogue.
Yeah, it's further than that.
Mm-hmm. Would it be in the 80s?
Let's see.
Because I think I remember it saying 1989.
Was it really?
The 80s would be fun.
That would be fun.
Because it was like 50 years later.
Oh yeah, there was a big time skip. Yeah, so it probably is in like the 80s.
Yes, I love the 80s.
That'd be great. A JoJo in the 80s.
Yeah,
the music, the aesthetics,
disco fashion.
Oh, I'm super excited for the music then.
Yeah,
I think the posing gets really intense in the third season.
Yeah, I too.
I'm really ready. I'm ready for posing and dances.
I know we still need to do our like posing photo shoot.
Oh, for JoJo. We could do that to like announce back when we have our film for JoJo. That can be like an announcement on like Instagram. Yep. We can be like, we're watching JoJo again.
Mm-hmm. Do our sassy poses.
JoJo pose. JoJo. We'll just have to do that. We were bashing TikTok. Now we should do a TikTok JoJo.
Good thread. We should have a contest, like a best like JoJo pose contest. We should like make up like a reward for whoever wins. We should do a giveaway or something.
We could.
What are we giving away?
Because we have so much extra money.
What do I got? Y'all want my glass?
Give away an actual item. You could win a limited edition perler or something. I don't know. Annie's crafty.
We don't have merch yet.
Yeah, just put the onus on her.
Yeah.
I participated slightly. Where's your participation, Danielle?
Hey, I redid the studio.
She did, and it looks gorgeous, Hunty. I was like,
thanks, guys.
I feel like a lady in waiting when I sit.
Well, it's a cute couch, and so it's like made it look all.
A lot of us.
Got some blankies in there for when it gets chilly, but it's like 1,000,000 degrees in there right now, so we don't need them. But
we can do a giveaway on the old covers and pillows.
On Waifu Watch stuff.
Here's a blanket one of us maybe sat on at one point.
That would be exciting.
Mana, I ate one of your suckers too. I'm gonna torment you.
Wait, I went inside my cup and I was like, this don't look the same, but it looks still full. I knew it. I told you that. It went from my cup.
I'm gonna antagonize you.
How many seasons of JoJo are there actually?
5,
and then 6 is coming, I think.
I think, yes, that sounds right.
Well, if we're on 3, there's 2 more different types of JoJo's I've yet.
Well, are we talking seasons or arcs?
I'm sorry, I meant different JoJo's as a whole, like the people.
Okay.
The different, like,
because technically we're on season 2, even though it's like arc 3.
Yeah.
Which is confusing.
Yeah, we're on second JoJo, so I consider it season 2 of JoJo.
Right. So I think there's 5 seasons. I don't know how many arcs there are though.
I don't seem to hear a lot about because we've already seen JoJo number 1 and we just finished JoJo number 2. We can't watch JoJo number 3, but I haven't heard anything about JoJo number 4, 5, or we don't have 6 yet, so 4 or 5.
Actually, people have been talking about 6 in the comments. They haven't made them yet, but they keep on saying that we'd like it because I think it's like a little female centric type of thing. So,
but yeah, why didn't we get a female JoJo? We didn't get a female JoJo.
I don't know.
I don't know if Japan's cool with that. Having a powerful main character that's a female. Oh dear.
But I'm with Danny. I think I've only heard about the 3rd JoJo. Like, oh my God, season 3, and I'm just like, all right. I mean, I forgot about the first JoJo, honestly, when the second JoJo came.
The first JoJo was so bland, though. Like, when the second JoJo came up, it, like, immediately erased him from my mind. He was too, like, perfect. This JoJo had a little, like, kinks here and there, so...
He had spunk.
He was...
Honestly, like, the first season was more, like, about Dio, because he was like the most like interesting character to watch, because he's like, I'm gonna kill your dog, I'm gonna make your dad hate you, and like did all these horrible things, and JoJo was just kind of like, why are you being so mean to me? And like I still love him, like he's so great, but like JoJo 2.0 was just a lot more compelling and more fun to watch, because he's like, I'm gonna punch people and get a machine gun and just like do all this crazy stuff.
And I also think he had like a sidekick in Caesar that complimented him well. And I think that made him a little more likable too, because you have two of these people. And it was like a little bit of conflict there, but it wasn't like a hate you conflict. It was just like friends.
Like a friendly rivalry.
Rivals, which I think
love a good rivalry.
Yeah.
Except for in Code Geass.
Ooh, so this 3rd JoJo there has to. Well, Dio might be coming back, so there's.
I'm ready for
I
some
hope
sexy
so.
vampire action. Where are my vampire
Yeah, half
fans?
the time I forget they're vampires. Like there are vampires in it, and it started as like a vampire show.
I mean, once you realize that they weren't biting people to take blood, and they were.
It ruins the whole vampire.
Yeah, I remember
the fingers.
Like that's horrible.
It didn't coincide with me that they were vampires, because it was so unconventional the way they killed, like their powers. That
it was almost like they were taking their energy, not their blood. Like
which those are type of vampires. Vouch for me, Mama.
That's why this is so hard.
I didn't like it. I was like, are these really vampires, or is this your spin on vampires?
I think it was more of a spin on vampires. I was very disappointed, honestly, quite frankly.
It irked me why they had fangs if they were taking it from their fingers. It like why do you bother?
Gross.
Why do you bother?
That was honestly one of the like funniest parts, though. Watching that back the first time we all saw him just plunge his fingers into the guy's neck, like.
Or when he played with the tendon.
Oh
my God. That's so cringe thinking about. Why did I bring it up?
So funny.
That, man. I forgot all about that. Man.
I forgot JoJo was so graphic. Like after
this JoJo was kind of tame.
after watching Code Geass too, because while it's all battling and all that, it's not as graphic as JoJo was at all.
I want more graphic stuff.
The most blood we saw was like when that guy's nose.
No, they shot all those people though.
That's true. But it was
yeah,
like JoJo was graphic in like a weird way.
Yeah. JoJo kept me like, oh, y'all really doing that, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm with it.
Yeah, it was like that like comic booky violence, in movies like 300 where it's just so like over the top that you're like, okay, that's fake, so I can like get around it more like with the amount of gore. And that's how I felt with JoJo's. I was just very like over the top, but it's in a way that's palatable, if that makes sense.
And it has a good balance of comedy and gore. Like it's going to make you laugh and gasp, but at the same time, you're still going to watch it as if it's a horror anime, but you're enjoying it a little bit more.
Yeah, for sure.
I need more gore. I want to be scared.
For Halloween, we should do like a spooky anime. That would be dope.
That would be fun.
That'd be cool. We should do we could do a vlog where we go through a haunted house together.
Nope.
Yes.
I'm not
I'll go with you, Mana.
No.
Hard pass.
Yep.
It could be a really soft one, like the Children's Museum haunted house. Like, it's going to be intense.
No, if we go, we're going to get scared, but I'm not going to nothing haunted, nothing with tape around.
Not actually haunted, like a haunted house.
I will hit somebody.
Same. If someone jumps out at me and gets right, like I will unconsciously punch someone.
And I'm going to fuck you up, then run.
Yep.
A lot of haunted houses have a system where you have glow bracelets you can put on that allow people can see the people, so they can see if they can approach you or not, or if they can like do from afar. So we could go.
I don't trust people.
Mama. That's not gonna do that. I got anxiety.
I got anxiety.
You think I trust random strangers? Someone could have wandered in there and just hung out and waited for someone to come in there and kidnap them. I've watched enough crime drama.
I'm gonna have to take that idea, Danny. If it's in a book, like co-creator credits, I'm be like,
I thought about this, but I feel like we've had it like the JoJo 2 was more of a detective-y JoJo, but it'd be really cool to get like a crime syndicate, like crime type JoJo, like real investigation type
rogue
JoJo,
like a JoJo that doesn't give a fuck about anything except what JoJo wants.
Maybe that's what this JoJo's going to be, and that's why he was in jail.
Yeah. I was just going to say, we should get an evil JoJo.
With a leather jacket that show off his face.
No, he can't just wear a leather jacket and nothing else.
Yes, he can. And some biker boots. Leather jacket and leather biker boots. That's it.
No pants. No pants.
No pants. Nothing else. I said what I wanted. That was very blunt.
Listen, if you're going to give him a biker boots and a leather jacket, at least make the leather jacket like knee length to at least give him some privacy if he wants, and then it can.
I don't want him to have no privacy. I want to see privacy. I don't want him to have.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
I'm not gonna stop till I get it. So whatever.
I feel like JoJo overall really isn't my thing, but I like it. It's very, I don't know, what genre does JoJo count as? Shonen?
I think it's shonen.
Yeah, I want to watch JoJo on my own, but I'm glad I watched it. Honestly.
Yeah, it's one of those ones that's been like in my queue forever because everyone's like, it's a classic, like you need to watch it. And I'm like, yeah, I'll get to it. And then something else will come out and I'm like, I'll get to it later. And so I'm really glad that I watched it because I really do like it a lot, but it isn't normally the kind of thing I would just sit down and be like, yes, this is what I'm going to watch right now.
Yeah, like I binge watch all my old animes. Like I'll binge watch Death Note, Berserk. I'll watch that until I'm sick of it. And then when something new comes on, it's like, I'm still gonna go back and watch this, but you know what?
Can we talk about how hard it is to get yourself to start a new anime? Like,
yeah. I mean, that's a whole new topic. Like,
they've been hopping around a lot,
but like, it is like to be like, okay, I'm gonna commit to this for X amount of episodes. Like, that is surprisingly difficult
with anime traditionally. Yeah. Like anime is supposed to have like 24 seasons. So when you start watching it, you do have to commit because
this is my life now.
Yeah, like
I don't watch
I'm a tuning now. Fuck it.
I try to stay away from 12 season stuff. Usually I try to go for 24, 25. 12 is just really dissatisfying. And I hate when the plot is really good. And then it's like, well, that's all, folks. It's like.
That's how I felt watching Free, because it's 12 episodes. And I'm like, wait, I thought this had like 5 seasons. And at the time there was 1. And I was like, I've been cheated and lied to. Like, this is terrible. It's a great show, but I was sad there wasn't more of it.
Yeah.
So going back, looking at JoJo, like what things really stood out to you guys as far as like, what are the things you remember the most from the whole 2 arcs?
Battles. I think the arc with Wamu and the ring on the neck and stuff, I really thought that was cool. But also I don't know how I felt about the battle scenes for those. I think the battle with Wamu was like, I got it, but I feel like it just wasn't fulfilling. Something about it wasn't fulfilling, especially also the fact that I did not get to see Lisa do anything because she got assaulted and attacked and roped up and hung. So it's like,
correct.
It was really a letdown, honestly. The battle scenes
she like half started that one fight, but then she very quickly got captured, which was a letdown because she's like a Hammond master.
She did kill someone with the scarf, a few people.
Yes.
But she didn't get to whoop ass.
I know, which is disappointing because she was built up to be this like,
powerful. She's even in a theme song with a little swirl and the hair doing the whoosh. And I was just,
it was just very disappointing.
Yeah, because she was mainly just like a vehicle as like, oh, this is JoJo's mom, like something for him to build off of, rather than like she's this Hammond master who has this giant pillar covered in oil that you have to climb up and is like mastered all this cool stuff, but she didn't really like get to do
and
that.
She was the first one, like she was on the run, she had to change her identity. Homegirl went through some stuff. It's like,
can we just have a prequel for her?
Yeah,
that'd be great. About her,
I'd be for that.
Watch that.
Right, her training with Caesar montage.
Yeah, because Caesar had been following her for a long time.
I was really weird. I get Japan. I was like, oh, that's his mom. That's his mom. Because there's just a lot of like weird stuff that happened before that. So I was like, okay, well, I mean, standard Japan, whatever. But then it really hit me with and I was like, that's his mom.
I still think that Baron's gay. Somewhere in there, I still think
Zeppeli.
Yeah,
Zeppeli #1.
Yeah, I think there's something in there. I'm gonna find it. I think
who's gay for is the question.
Oh, I'm sure if you search it on the internet, you could find whatever you wanted.
Zeppeli fanfiction.
Speedwagon caressed his feet.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, like
don't worry about it.
Speedwagon X Zeppeli archives of our own. Like,
love Wattpad.
That's hilarious.
Poison.
What I really love though was like the aesthetic of that whole show is gorgeous. Like the animation and and like how they changed colors for scenes was just like
that was probably
so fun to watch.
So interesting to me. How it just made it more exciting and to see what they're gonna do different like every time and how
it kind of reminds me a little bit of Cowboy Bebop. Cowboy Bebop doesn't do it all the time, but color changes. I know Cowboy Bebop does that. I like it.
It's just a really fun way to like really give weight to a scene. Like this is what's happening, and so these are the colors that we're using, and so it's fun just to like watch that. And I'm an animation nerd, and so I just love looking for that kind of stuff. I do understand
what you're saying,
Danny.
Your
little
digital don't have those changes.
Thingies you make that do the thing.
Was it music?
Oh no, everyone froze. Oh no.
Okay, we back. I think I'm back. Is everyone else back?
Yeah, we're good.
I think Mana's frozen.
Yeah.
Annie blinked. Annie's back.
No, I'm not. I'm good. I'm here.
Like,
Mana's definitely frozen.
Yeah. She's like,
I know she looks like it's like a mug shot. Like
Mana's mugshot. What would that be like? What would be her crime? Hiding daggers and Build-A-Bears. She will go to Build-A-Bear, try to build a Build-A-Bear, and like hide something in it and be like, ma'am, that's illegal. No, it's not. I'm buying it. That's Mana's crime. I made you a crime, Mana. When she comes back.
She's gone.
Yeah, she messaged the Slack that she was frozen, and so I messaged her, "You're frozen" to all of us.
It's cool.
Yeah, she's reconnecting.
Yay. But Danny, I do get what you're saying, because a lot of times in anime and directing, they'll change. It's usually the music.
Right.
Like that's what I listen to. Like I'll know certain tracks by watching the anime. So it's like, oh, this track comes on every time he finds a mystery, or this track comes on every time there's like deep conversation. So I do agree with that. Like they use their colors as their transition kind of into the different moods of the story, which it confused me a little bit. I was like, is he a blonde? Is he a blonde now? Like, did he dye his hair? Is this his transformation? And it goes back to normal. I'm like, ooh, I like that.
Well, I remember thinking someone was Dio because of the way his hair was colored.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, is Dio back?
Is he back? Yeah.
Is he back? I was just a little too early, but he's back. But.
Mana, where are you? She's coming.
Annie, you've been super quiet.
Yeah.
Be stunned by our beauty.
I think it's a little overwhelming to have everybody back together again.
Yeah, I get that.
For sure. I know, because it's been like the last time we all 5 recorded was like March.
Yeah, it was so long ago.
It's been a hot minute.
I'm so corny.
There were 3 episodes in Arc 2 that really stuck out to me. Episode 13, where Stroheim got his leg cut off.
Hi, I'm back.
Hi.
Mana.
And he was crawling up the stairs, and everybody was screaming, "Open the door! Open the door! Open the door!"
That was stressful, and also,
and I will say the amount of people who got mad at me and said talking is a free action.
Oh yeah.
Hey everyone. Hi, Danielle here, resident anime person. I understand that talking is a free action and that manga works different than anime, but it was still dumb. Like you have to admit that was dumb just because of the amount of dialogue related to opening the door. Like it was a lot, and I will die on that mountain. So.
Yeah, say it again, Danny. Say it again.
For the people in the back, but
yes, that was too much.
It was a lot.
Damn it.
It was a lot. I like that moment when JoJo was like, "Oh, hey, I'm a lady. Let me in the gates."
I love that part.
That was funny.
I wanted it to work. I wanted it to work. Hey, who's this girl?
I was so disappointed.
I still remember the guy that's licking the knife on the cactus. I don't know why.
I just thought of him too.
You just get
in my memory still. I'm like, why?
Why did that happen?
Yes, like get out my head. I don't even want to think.
Yeah, he was just cactus hopping, living his best life.
Or like the cop that wiped his booger on JoJo. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. When he was trying to help Smokey out.
Yeah. He was just like, let me do this. And
I know, and I was like, oh, like, what's
so
wrong
nasty.
with you?
That's so nasty.
What was that one man that was like, he was the one that JoJo shot up in the store, and he was like, he burnt on the bridge. JoJo was like, give me your hand, like I can save you. And he's like, no.
That was
yes.
I was so Dryzo. I was so sad that guy didn't get more to do in this season. I was really expecting something. I was expecting a lot more from that character. But to just kill him off, I was a little disappointed.
Mm-hmm. What were the other 2 episodes? Yeah.
Me and Danny G.
Great minds think alike.
Right. Finish.
The other one of the other ones was episode 17 when SCDC and
what a dumb name.
and JoJo were fighting, and his fingernails went up and they like became tentacles, and everybody was like, fingies,
yeah.
And then at the end, the brain was on his back, and we were all like, what?
Like, how do you not feel that at all?
Yeah.
So. Just like there, something itches. Like, what is back there?
Yeah.
Nobody said anything.
Yeah.
It's just casually a brain.
Oh my gosh.
I still remember Tittles and Biddles.
I remember that conversation, but I have zero context memory for what that was about.
There's no need for context. It's tittles and biddles. That's all you need to know.
That might have been the extent of the context.
Maybe.
Probably about something about JoJo's muscles. Probably. I feel like that would relate.
Possible. It's bad that we're starting to lose the own thread on our inside jokes.
Yeah.
What? Why do we say that? I don't know.
That shows how random we are.
We were talking about ice cream flavors. Danielle claims that there was a conversation about whose ice cream flavor was who. I don't remember this conversation.
I swear that happened when we first had our Slack going, because I swear Hunter said Annie was strawberry, and that. Yeah, and then
I have no memory of this.
I know. I'm gonna look this. I swear.
Like receipts.
Slack is not like Instagram, iPhone, where you can search a single keyword in the comment. I love that feature on iPhone.
Hold on.
If I was an ice cream, I would be cherry amaretto with the dark chocolate chunk.
I found it. I'm not wrong.
Are you know what?
Wow.
Put them on blast, Danny.
No, because Annie was talking about how it was her birthday, and Hunter said that that Annie and Mana were like strawberry and vanilla, and he said, "Does that make the waifus a Neapolitan?"
Vanilla?
And then Mana, you said,
"I think I was vanilla."
Maybe you were vanilla.
Strawberry.
Yeah,
now you're
makes a little bit more sense.
Yes, and Mana said that yes, the waifus are a Neapolitan ice cream. And I said, now I'm just thinking about what my personality is in terms of ice cream flavors. And Mana, you said, we got to figure out everyone's ice cream personality now. So I was not wrong.
Oh, I love it.
We have 10 minutes left.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, snap.
Yep. Okay.
Damn. One more cuss.
So I don't know if we want to do one more or if we want to try and wrap it up. What do you guys want?
We already had 10 minutes in the last one. Since we have 40 minutes in the session, that means we'll have a total of 50 minutes, yeah?
Yeah.
Correct.
Honestly, I have to go soon. I have a birthday
same.
to get to, so
we can go until 8.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think that'll cover what we need to cover. If that's cool with everybody.
Did we get around to, because I know
Annie, what's the next on the list as far as things to discuss?
Who had the list?
We talked about the finale a little bit. And
not a lot.
We did have finale. That's the problem.
It was so anticlimactic. I feel like the climax was in the previous episode, and then this we got the tail end of the fight, and then like Danielle and Mana said, it was like an epilogue for like 30 more minutes.
Yeah.
And so I feel like there's like
because
I didn't know when we go in space. I didn't know space was cold because he like froze up, I believe. I didn't know space was temperature.
Yes.
I just kind of thought it was nothingness.
V cold.
Yeah, like I was just like, I think I told Annie, I said, isn't it kind of ironic that the power of the sun was not enough to kill a vampire, but the coldness of space was? Like, that's literally the opposite of what's supposed to happen.
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, yeah, because that was Kars's whole agenda, right? It was like harness the sun, I think. Okay.
No, it was the only reason he wanted the sun was for the mask, because the stone made the mask so he could go in the sun, which he accomplished. So he could go in the sun, so the sun wasn't a problem.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, but that is a fucked up fate for him to like literally float through space by the end of just.
I'm hoping he comes back.
I think
and orbits back around.
I think he will.
To get shot in space. That's it.
He could come back. Yeah.
What if Dio somehow brings him back? Oh my god! What if Dio and Card or something? What if somehow he gets like, I don't know? There could be like
I don't think they would mesh. I think there would be like a power
struggle.
There would be too many egos in the room if that happened.
Yeah.
True. But Kars managed to make it work with Wamu and
but they were
what's the other guy's name?
Subservient though.
Yeah, they raised
still wouldn't be subservient.
Annie, I read the comments. Those infants that we saw in the end, they said were Wamu.
Tantana and Wamu. Yeah.
Yes.
So he raised them. So
okay, so yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, when I was going through the timeline, it was like 10,000 BC. It was like Kars is born, and I was like, so you've been around for a while, huh? Like,
yeah, pretty much.
And I know everyone said, don't look up a timeline, don't look up a family tree, but I did anyway. And I didn't get anything spoiled for me, so you can
all the time.
simmer down.
Simmer down. I was when Stroheim, because the whole problem with this started was when the Nazis were like, we're gonna carve this tree.
Isn't that always the case?
It's always the Nazis' fault because they're
Hellboy. Hell, look what they did with him. See?
Hellboy.
Oh yeah, do you remember the screamy guy who would just like scream at everything when they were trying to get
was he the Switchmouth guy?
The who?
Jaws gargle or something?
It's been
yes. Stroheim.
Oh no,
yeah.
Yes, that was him. But no, it was the guy in the lab who, like, when they resurrected, I guess it was Wamu or one of them, and
it was Santana, wasn't it? In the tree.
It was the whole sequence of JoJo like infiltrated and and how he would just like scream the whole time. Does no one else remember that screamy guy?
Stroheim, wasn't it?
I don't think it was him.
I think there was
that was like laughing and stuff. Like
I think it was it a different?
Was it him?
Yeah, I thought it was Stroheim.
Maybe he evolved over so much time that I don't remember.
We forgot about him. Yeah,
I forgot.
Maybe that was him, but yeah, how he was scream laughing and everything. And we're like, dude.
I think in the next season, I really want to see some romance. Like, I want to see some romance, like some actual like building up, like not like obviously enough to devoid the plot of the action and the fighting and stuff. Like somehow, like maybe the enemies, like someone that he gets entranced with or something. You know, like
I feel like that won't happen only because it's a shonen. And shonen anime usually doesn't. It's not like because it's not for girls, so. There's no romance.
Oh, Danny, I like that voice. We're gonna have to give you a character.
Because
I like that. Any kind of voice acting skills.
That's my angry internet commenter voice. Arina was pregnant the entire time, actually. I'm just kidding.
Put Danielle on a dub. We guys, waifus have to dub an anime. We gotta like voice over with these fancy mics we have now.
That's hilarious.
We all have to find our inner anime voice. No.
When I was taking Japanese, my instructor said that I sounded like I should be in an anime because I guess I like fluctuated a lot with my voice. And she's like, you always sound so happy. Like you should be in some like anime. And I was like, that's the nicest thing anyone has ever said to me.
I'm sure no idea. I feel like out of all the waifus, if I were like, if I didn't know any of you, the person I would be scared of the most is either Danielle or Jack.
Well, okay, I do get that a lot.
I don't even have resting bitch face. I have aggressive voice syndrome, which means I can say, have a great fucking day. And mean that just with butterflies and rainbows, but people see graveyards and spikes. So don't be afraid. I just want to feed you and love you.
I look mad a lot. I understand that. Because on the first episode, when I went back to watch it, I was like, oh my gosh. I'm just sitting there like.
Yeah, you do this thing where like when you're concentrating,
I scowl
over to you while we're watching anime and you're like.
I scowl. I know I do that. And that's why because so many of my friends are like, yeah, I thought you hated me at first. And I was like, no, I just like when I focus, I like scowl a little bit. But people think that means I'm mean. And I am kind of, but not a lot.
I watched the episodes and my mouth's just like, and I'll be like, close your damn, close it. Close your mouth.
That one picture that we posted on Instagram was so funny though.
Hilarious. Oh my God, that picture. Oh, my mom.
Oh my God, you guys, we have 2 minutes.
Oh yeah.
So we did talk about the finale. We did talk about favorite moments throughout the season, and we did talk about expectations for next season. So we hit all 3 things.
Yes.
So, we got there.
Yeah.
I always like to say my mom watches our thingies and she's like, who's that one girl? Like my mom always is like, she points out, she's like, so this is like your group, right? She's like, oh, introduce their names. Like, tell me about them. And like, she's literally every single time she'll be like, look, I'm watching your video. Your one friend over there, like, she's like really colorful. We're like, oh, that one girl's sense of fashion is great. My mom thinks you dress really well, by the way, Jack. My mom thinks that you're really colorful, Annie. And my mom was like, my mom really had things to say about all of these. She was like, I'm going to analyze every single one of them and like, give you feedback.
I'm going to fix her something to eat. I swear to God. I'm going to cook her.
Wait, you guys would get along well. Wait, how old? I don't know if I'm allowed to ask them on camera. Never mind.
So, I'm Pisces and I'm 26.
Oh, you didn't have to say it.
So
I know you was scared. Sorry.
So we're going to wrap up.
That's the most assertive I've ever seen you. Good job, Annie.
We're gonna wrap up, and next time we're gonna be talking about all of our very first animes and our experiences with being influenced by anime and how it changed our lives.
That's why we're here.
Join us next time on the Waifu Watch podcast. Yes?
You gotta tell them the name of the next episode.
She did.
My first
anime.
Okay.
My first anime. Not my first time, Mana. My first anime.
You fight me.
So thanks for watching, you guys. See you next time.
Wait, like the likes, the subscribe, the
subscribe,
comment, follow us on social.
They gonna watch us on the videos. They just y'all know what to do.
Annie's just waving by herself.
She's like,
bye guys. Bye.
Get me out of here.